This is day 2 of the $20,000 December challenge, so I'm challenging myself to make $20,000 working completely solo, doing roof cleans, gutter cleans, and window cleans. So I've got a whole bunch of debris to clean up from yesterday, and then we're gonna be off to our job. I've got 3 of them scheduled for today, and I've got some good updates from actually last night and messages from this morning. So once I get to the job site, I will update you on everything. Just had to get gas. I'm completely out of gas. Definitely running behind this morning. It is 12:26 right now, and it's about a 20-minute drive to the job. So gonna be there at almost 11, which is actually the time that I had scheduled for my second job. So definitely not the best thing in the world, but I was up till 1:30 last night after getting all of the editing done. I had to make some Instagram videos, so ended up being a bit late last night, but that's all right. Tomorrow will be a lot easier because I've only got 2 estimates scheduled, and I can basically do all the editing during the day, so that I should be able to get my sleep schedule back on track. It's a constant battle. As for messages, so we actually got tipped 45 bucks from the last job from yesterday, so that actually brought up the total to almost $500, which helps out quite a bit. And then we got another one. This was a message from an old customer. I've done work for her. So it'd be a $300 plus tax gutter cleaning on her roof. It's not a very big roof. It goes pretty smooth. So she needs that done. She needs a little bit of siding cleaned on a chimney chase. I haven't given her an estimate for that yet. I'll do that once I'm there. So that could be an extra, who knows how much. One of her neighbors had her son clean the lower section of the gutters, but the upper section, the second story section, she might have us do. So that would end up being good, and that would add on. So what that ends up meaning is that I have actually got Thursday and Friday pretty much scheduled, because I got the job with the rentals, so the rental and the homeowner's house. She owns both. That one I've got scheduled for Friday, or for Thursday, which hopefully I can fit one other job in there. And then I'll have to look, but I know I've got like a $300 powder treatment on there that I can go and do. So anyways, we're looking pretty good right now, but I'll see you when we're at the job. All right, so just got to our first job of the day. Just gonna be a roof blow off and then blowing off the gutter guards. So it's a real easy one. Also got to blow off that shed out in the back, but I mean, that'll take an extra 5 minutes maybe. So this should go really smooth. I'm not gonna record all of it because I am running a little bit behind this morning, but I'll show you the afterwards. All right, so we've just finished this one up, at least the roof portion. I gotta do a little bit of cleanup in the front. I don't think that there is really anything in the back I gotta clean up. Not really anything back there, but I got all the gutters done, got all of the leaves blown off. Came out really good, so we should be good to go here. I just gotta do that little bit of cleanup and then hit that shed in the back over there. So went real smooth. And the time, so I started at 10:55 and we were sitting at 11:25. So literally 30 minutes. Not bad, especially because I'll show you here. Let me pull it up. 220 for this. Not bad. So anyways, I'm gonna get this finished up, go blow off the grounds, go blow off that back shed back there, and then we will be on to our second job. Alright, so we just finished up this one. I started at 10:55. It is currently, let me see if I can pull this up. It is currently 11:50. So it took us right around 55 minutes. Right around an hour, which is perfect. And then it was a $220 job, so plus tax, got the check. So we're in good shape. We're on to the next, and which is just going to be another basically identical one, except it's going to be pretty much identical, actually. It's 2-story with gutter guards and basically just blowing it off. I sold this one remotely, so I sold this one from looking at satellite, Google Maps, that kind of thing. So I actually have no idea what this job is going to actually look like or how bad the debris is going to be. I have not done this job before. This is a brand new customer, so we're gonna go and find out what that ends up looking like. We just got to the second job and customer was not home. Kind of funny, you end up doing work for people that you don't even know what they look like. Because I didn't come out and meet these people to bid the job. But here's what we're working with. It's not a huge roof by any means, but there is a lot of debris. I was definitely hoping that there was going to be less debris here, because this is a lot and there's going to be a pretty good bit of cleanup here. I'm going to check because I don't know that there's any lower roofs in the back here. See, it doesn't look like it. So no lower roof in the back. There is a lower roof in the front, but it's pretty simple because there's no it's got gutter guards everywhere, so it won't be too bad. But we'll take care of this. And then I've also got some updates because I've had a couple of responses from customers. I had another old customer message me, which is actually a pretty damn good sized job. I'm gonna be a little brutal doing it by myself this year, but that's all right. So I think we're gonna get to it, and I'll put you on the tripod and get this taken care of. Timer on that video was 20 minutes, so not too bad. 20 minutes to get this whole thing done. You can see got all this taken care of, and up here, but I'll show you. The debris down there is no joke. Over on this side, that side shouldn't be as bad, but this side, because I still haven't done the lower section, the lower roof section, this all came out great. So we're gonna be onto the lower roof now. And that one, it's gonna be quite a bit of debris. I made quite the mess. In fact, I even got some on the neighbor's property I'm gonna have to clean up. But that's what we're on to next, and we're gonna get this done. All right, so we have all finished up at our second job for today. Time is 1:47, so we got here right around 12:30. So definitely took a little while on that one. There was just so much debris. I was not expecting there to be that much there. But even still, came out great, and I mean, we still did good. It was, an hour and 15 minutes to complete the job for 220 bucks. Let's see, so now we're gonna be on to our third job. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you're not backlogged, you don't have the momentum, is you end up having to schedule jobs that you can't, like, when I'm scheduling jobs, I try to pick a day where, hey, they're all kind of in the same area, all of the houses are, or I can line them up so I'm not having to backtrack, Unfortunately, that wasn't the case with this one, because this third job I was literally scheduling late last night. So, I'm gonna have to go backtrack. So it'll take me a little bit longer to get there, but that's okay. We're still gonna make good time today. 2 o'clock, hopefully finished by 4. And then, so I was just checking, and we have got 2 new voicemails that I need to respond to. So those are new leads. I listened to the voicemails already. And then, so I'll call them back probably once I'm finished up, and I'll record that for you too. And then we've also got, I believe, 1, maybe 2 messages from old customers. So one of them, it was a gutter guard install that I did for him, and apparently he's got some roof moss, and so I'm gonna have to schedule with him and maybe go and take a look at that one, maybe even tomorrow. And then as well as another one, and this guy, old customer, he's awesome. He actually owns 2 properties right next to each other, and they're like right on the water, and they're big properties. Well, one of them is really big, the other one's not as much. Well, the other one's a rental for him. So I have to figure out, because he asked for one of the houses to be done. I don't know if he wants both of them done or not. And if he doesn't, I think regardless, I'm gonna have to up my price on that one, because the last times, I've only done that one on my own once, and it was like springtime-ish, and the debris I collected wasn't quite as bad, but I'll show you, I can probably show a picture of the property. There's a lot of debris that gets on that house. That would end up being a full day job, and that's not even a $700 job. I don't think. I think it's like $680 or something. So anyways, I'm gonna have to figure that one out, maybe raise the price, see what we can do. But we're looking good at this house, and we're gonna be on to our third job of the day. So I'll see you there. Just got to the job, had a little lunch. Have not talked to the customer quite yet, but had a little update. Unfortunately, one of the estimates that I was going to go and do tomorrow wanted to cancel, so I'm going to see if I can reschedule with him. As of right now, I've got 1 estimate scheduled for tomorrow, but I have a fair amount of people that I need to get back to. I quite honestly have not even counted it up to see exactly how many, and I haven't checked my website either. I'm going to do that real quick. So as of 9 a.m. this morning, I actually got a new message from there. So I can show you. I've got some people to get back to. So I'm going to have some hopefully remote estimates that I can send out. But as of right now, without actually having scheduled them, I know I've got for Thursday 2 jobs pretty much on the schedule. And then hopefully I can fit in a third job that's just to round out the day, hopefully make it a grand plus. Because where we're sitting right now, I think it's $204.50, I believe, for both of those jobs that I've got for Thursday. So, in other words, be looking at $650. So hopefully I can find a $350 or so job. We'll see. So I'm gonna have to do some scheduling once I get home, but I am at this customer's house and have been sitting in the driveway for about 5 minutes eating lunch. So I'm gonna hop up there and then I'll show you what we're working with. We're up here, and funny enough, right as I ended that video, I actually got, well, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to show you the number, but I actually got another voicemail for somebody looking for, I believe, a gutter cleaning. So I've got some calls to make, but we have got some work cut out for us before we can get to some calls. So I have to blow the whole thing off, clean out the gutters. There's quite a bit up here. Again, definitely have our work cut out for us here. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Once again starting to get dark, so I'm not recording quite as much, just because I'm trying to get through this. I don't want to be stuck on another roof in the dark. But I've got the whole roof blown off. All I got left is gutters and some cleanup, because that's all we're doing here. And then we should be out of here. Roof's in good shape. I'm noticing a little bit of green over here. And customer was actually saying somewhere along here she had a roofer come take a look, and it sounds like she's getting some water inside the house. So anyways, not doing repairs. I set that rule, but yeah, everything's going smooth. So I might record a little bit of gutter cleaning for you, but not gonna do a whole lot more. So anyways, I'll get back with you once I'm probably finished up. Well, that was another pretty fucking long day. I guess not too bad because I did start late, but yeah, it is currently 5:12, so I need to head the hell home. That job went well, but I mean, it is pitch black out right now, so I'm not even going to attempt to try and show you anything. You can barely see anything in the after pictures that I got. So I will see you once I am back. Then we can talk about the rest and probably call some people back. All right, so I just got home. Getting kind of settled in. So today went super smooth. I don't really think that there's anything I haven't told you yet, at least regarding that. But I've got 3 phone calls to make of people looking for estimates. And then I've also got one person filled out the form on my website. And I don't think... Here's the other frustrating thing that happened today. I don't think I've talked about this actually. So I can go into my ads manager, and so you can see here on this one, the top one, it says 9 leads. The bottom one says 21, right? Well, what I have going, so I run Facebook lead forms. So they fill out the form, and then essentially I collect their information, and then I can reach out to them. So it puts the ball in my court versus in theirs, which I've seen really good results running it that way. You just have to be pretty quick to respond. But what's frustrating is that, so I have that lead form set up so that they fill out their form, and then I collect their information, and then I have a Zapier set up so that it collects that information from Facebook, puts that information into my CRM, so House Call Pro, so that it creates a new customer, puts their name, their phone number in there, and then what they're looking for. And then at the same time, I can show you this one right here, the top email there. That one, it shows new lead, and it tells me moss removal and gutter cleaning is what that said, and then it says their phone, gives me their phone number and their name. So then once I get one of these emails, it pops up as a notification, an email, right? So I can look at that email, and then I can open up House Call Pro, search up my name, and then I can just text them from my CRM versus having to do it through Facebook and then put people into the CRM. It just makes things a little bit smoother. And then I know immediately when I get a new lead. But the problem is that my Zapier, it's done this once before, it's failed in some way, so it's not actually sending me the emails. I believe that it's still inputting things into the CRM, but I'm having to manually check. So I'm gonna have to fix that tonight. But so I've got 3 people to call. I've got one person on my website that filled out my website form. I've got, I believe, one person, potentially 2, on the ads manager that I have not responded to yet, which it's been a while. I think it's been a day before I noticed that was an issue. So I don't even know if I'm going to get a response from those people. And then I also had somebody, they sent me a message through Facebook. So I gotta be careful about this showing you. I can't show you the message that they sent, but because these are a bunch of spam. So this is in Business Suite, Facebook Business Suite. And that was, so they sent me a message through Facebook on my Facebook page for the business, and then that went into Business Suite, and they also want an estimate. I actually missed that from a couple of days ago because I don't ever check the Messenger because I get people filling out the lead forms on Facebook or on my website, so I rarely check Business Suite. I'm kind of bad about it. So anyways, I had missed a message from 3 days ago that I got to respond to. So that's, I think, like 5. And then also I've got, what do you call it? So then I also have the one person from before that earlier that I talked to you about that has the neighbor, this one. So she needs her gutters done, roof blown off. She wants some siding cleaned on her chimney chase. And then this neighbor also wants their upper roof done. So that could end up being a really good job for me. And then I've got this person. So I've got another old customer that I mentioned a little bit earlier that I might have to raise the price on. He's got 2 homes like right next to each other. I don't know if I'm doing both or just one, but I need to respond to him. And then let's see. And then I've got the one other person, and the last other old customer that reached out that I installed gutter guards for, and apparently he's got some moss on his roof. So that is like all of the leads. That's a lot for today. I think that comes out, so that's like 7 or 8 leads for today. And running a one-man show, that's a lot. I mean, today I did 3 jobs, and that's about as much as I could do. You know, I finished up the job at 5, got home at 5:30. So it's, you know, I mean, to be fair, I started late. I got to the job at like 10:45 or 10:50 or some shit this morning. So in theory, I could have fit in a third one, but anyways, so that's kind of the update as to where I'm sitting. But I want to go ahead and hop into this. Let's get some phone calls made. So I'm going to play the voicemail for you.
My name is Jeff White. My number is, I'm looking to get some gutters cleaned. I got a couple gutters that need to be fixed, like it's re-nailed up or something. If you want to give me a call back, again, my number is...
All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and go into House Call Pro, create the customer before I even call him. So his name was Jeff. And then I will put down his phone number as well. And then all I'll need to grab from him, because it just sounds like he needs gutter cleaning, all I'll need to grab is his address. And then I can go and write up a remote estimate to them and get that sent out tonight. So I'll try and show you I gotta be really careful about putting other people's addresses and phone numbers and that kind of stuff on YouTube. So if I can show the house without doxing him and showing the address, then I'll do that for you, and I'll show you exactly how I do the estimate. So let me write down his phone number real quick, and then I can go ahead and give him a call. Got his info in here. Let's give him a call.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jeff?
Yes, it is.
Hey, this is Devin from Muckless Gutters. I missed your call yesterday.
Yeah, no worries. I figured you'd get back to me.
I appreciate your patience. Are you still looking for some gutter cleaning help?
Yes.
All right, well, that I would be happy to help with. So I heard your voicemail. It sounded like you were looking for gutter cleaning, and then maybe you had some repairs you needed done on the gutters?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them that are starting to, essentially the nails are pulling out. So
Oh.
they're starting to lean.
Okay. Easy.
So yeah, I just need them blown out and then that part fixed.
Not a problem. So I am going to. Okay, so there's kind of a quote unquote upgrade I can do. All it is so if you have the old spikes, so it looks like a huge 7-inch long nail. Is that what?
Yeah, it's still in there.
Okay, that's what you've got. There is replacement bolts I could throw in there, so those actually screw in. They're slightly thicker in diameter. Is that something you'd want done? Because typically those, once the nails pop out, that usually means that the hole's kind of, reamed itself out.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Okay. Do you know how many you'd need?
It's only probably 3 or 4.
Okay. Super easy then. Super easy. Okay. Well, then here's what I can do. So if I can grab your address from you, then I should be able to get a price for the gutter cleaning written up, and then sent up. So I can look at satellite pictures and get it from there. As long as I can view the house from satellite. Sometimes there's a bunch of tree coverage, that kind of thing. That work for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, what would the address be?
It's fine.
All right, super simple.
And then I only have one other question.
Yeah.
Do you put down the moss killer on top of the roof also?
Definitely can. In fact, if you so here's what I'll do. I can write up 2 estimates for you. When I combine the gutter cleaning and the moss prevention treatment, the powder, I'll do a 10% discount on it. So if that is something you're interested, I could write up 2 estimates for you.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine clean my roof last year.
Oh, right on.
He came out and dry brushed the whole roof, cleaned it all up real good.
Right on.
And then he blew out my gutters and everything. So, and then he put down some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're back in that time of year again to where I don't need the roof cleaned per se. I just need the gutters cleaned out and fixed.
And hopefully some prevention done too, because that's the main thing that powder stuff does is it changes the pH of the roof so that it doesn't allow for that stuff to grow, So then if you can keep ahead of it, then you don't have to put any brushes on the roof.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were going to actually go on the roof to fix the gutters and stuff or
well,
not.
What I can tell you is, if possible, if the roof isn't too steep to walk, then yes, everything will be done from the roof just because it makes things a lot quicker. And so typically I don't just blow out the gutters because it makes quite the mess. And so I'll go along the edge of the roof and I'll clean out all the gutters by hand and bucket all the debris out. And then I'll flush it with either a blower or a hose. And then that'll just get, that'll check whether or not the downspouts are clogged or, let me know if there's any issues that, because if I'm doing a gutter cleaning for you, then I'll take care of the downspouts. If I find any clogged ones, I'll unclog those and everything for you too. That's all included, so.
Yeah, I think you're going to have one that's plugged.
Not a problem. That's all included. Okay. Well, did you have any other questions for me?
No.
All right. Then I think I've got a plan. Is this number that I've got down for you, is that a textable number? Because then I can just send over the estimate there.
Yes, that's my cell phone.
All right, perfect. Then we should be good to go. I should be able to have that out just a little bit later tonight.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty. Well, I'll talk to you soon and let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Yes, sir. Have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So we got Jeff done. I'm going to go ahead and make a note because there's a lot of people to get. So I got to do Jeff estimate, and I'm going to write a note. So I'm going to go ahead and create the estimate in House Call Pro, and then I'm just not going to write anything down because I'll do that later. I'll come back to it, and then I'm just going to make a note in the estimate that he needs gutter spikes replaced. So if you run across this, it's good to keep the stuff in the truck because this is, I mean, usually I'll charge an extra like $10 per. I don't usually tell people that because $10 for essentially a screw is pretty expensive, but that's actually what it kind of ends up needing to be, is $10 per spike. And then all you do, because the gutter spikes themselves, they'll remount the hole in the fascia so that you can't get those spikes back in there without either hanging the gutter lower or higher, which screws with the slope of the gutter. And if you do that, then you've got water issues. In other words, water collecting in the gutters and not wanting to drain. So what you can do is they sell them at Ace. I believe they might sell them at Home Depot. I've never found them there, but I think I've seen them online. And they're literally direct replacement. In fact, typically they're painted white to match, typical standard gutters. So anyways, those are awesome to have on hand because a lot of times, I mean, that's an easy ass upsell. I mean, what does that take? Like a minute, 2 minutes, grab a drill from your truck and an extra spike, and then you've made an extra $10 for literally throwing a fucking nail in there. And usually it's not just one either. Usually it's a couple. So, man, I'm tired. My head is, I'm not as quick on the phone today. Okay, so we got Jeff done for now. And then let's call back our second person. So let's listen to this.
Hey, Evan, this is Greg's. My wife, Julie DePero, hired you folks to clean the roof for a rental that she has, and wanted to see if they come into our house and blowing off the roof and clean the gutters at our house. Phone number is 360.
Okay, super simple. I didn't catch that guy's name though. Okay, so
Hey, Evan, this
blow off the roof, clean the gutters, and we did work for his daughter, it sounds like.
Greg's.
I don't even have his name.
My name's Greg.
Oh, Greg. Awesome. Okay. All right, so let me put Greg into the House Call Pro. Also, I will say, so I don't do any email advertising or anything, but I really do like to prefer to collect emails. I feel like I started doing that, so I've got emails on damn near every customer. Because usually I'll ask for the email to send the estimate to, but I don't do any email marketing. I mean, shit, as you can see, I mean, obviously I am running an ad right now, but like referrals is just ridiculous sometimes to the point where like I don't even need to run ads. So anyways, I hardly do any email marketing, which I could. If I was still scaling, I absolutely would be starting to, just to get people more on recurring. So let's give Greg a call.
Hello, it's Greg.
Hey Greg, how you doing? This is Devin. I missed your call a little bit earlier.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for calling back.
Yeah, of course. Sorry I missed you.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, you did our rental, the roof and the gutters, the other, I think it was, I don't know, a month or two ago.
Okay.
And I'd like you to come over and at least blow off the roof, especially on the garage, and then clean the gutters on the house and the garage. And
Okay.
the place.
Okay, super simple. Just blowing off the roofs and cleaning the gutters. I like it. Okay, you said so it was Julie.
Yes, Julie.
That was yours?
Carol.
Okay, awesome. I assume same last name then, because I didn't catch your last name.
Well, no, mine is different. We're married, but mine is Sanford. But
Okay.
anyway, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So not a problem at all, and I can actually I'll throw a discount on there too because I've already done work for you before, so that makes it awesome. So all I would need would be your address, and then as long as the house is viewable from like satellite pictures, like not a whole bunch of trees covering it, that kind of thing, then I should be able to get a quote remotely, and I could get it out tonight. Otherwise, I would need to come out and take a look in person. But we can
Yeah.
definitely give it a shot with the doing it remote, because that would just make it quick.
Okay, and then also, if you could also go to our other rental, I have another rental,
Okay.
which is about 5 minutes away, and look at the roof, because we had somebody clean the gutters, but
Okay.
they said the roof was fine, but we looked at it today, it looks pretty mossy. I kind of want to get your opinion.
Okay, I can definitely do that, and might be able to help with it too if you do see some moss. If it's just a little bit like minor growth, then we may not even have to do any sort of like removal. We may just be able to go really heavy with the powder treatment and let that kind of do its thing. But yeah, can definitely take a look. In fact, I could probably swing by sometime tomorrow because I'll be doing some running around.
Okay,
Would that work?
sure.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's do this. So, just so I don't confuse myself, what was the address of your place from what you originally called for?
It's
Perfect. Thank you. All right, so then I will grab. All right, so then if I can grab the second one, then I should be able to look at my schedule and see what time I might be able to swing by on the second
let me
one.
get it to my wife Julie, because I'm not sure the address. Hang on.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, the other one is one.
All right, I gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Alrighty. Well, I should be good. I should have everything I need. Let me look at what time I could probably get over there.
So the rental, the only thing is, you can't get into the backyard unless they're home and they unlock the door, the gate.
Okay.
So, is that an issue? They're not always home because they work.
As long as it's okay if because obviously I would want to see the back if there's some moss growth, because the problem with moss growth is it can vary how much time and how involved it's going to end up being based on what kind of growth, how much there is, so ideally I would like to see all of the roof. So in other words, if they're not home and the gate is locked, if I can put a ladder up on the roof, then no issues.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll just let them know that you're coming and that you would put a ladder up because, I'm not sure if they're home tomorrow. So that's fine. I'll let them know that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Well, it looks like I could probably get out there around 11. Would that be okay? 11 a.m.?
Sure, that's fine.
Awesome. Well, then
Okay.
I will go ahead and get that on the schedule. And any other questions?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Alrighty, yeah. Well, I'll let you get back to your evening. Thank you for
Okay.
picking back up, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks for the follow-up. Thanks.
Alright, bye. Alright, so that's awesome. So I had one, that guy earlier canceled for 11 o'clock for tomorrow, but it looks like I can get back out there. So I've got another 11 o'clock now to go and look at tomorrow. So that actually worked out pretty good. So that could be cool. Go and do 2 houses for them. Sounds like they might be some real estate people. Because I'd done another rental of theirs, so that would be the third address that they've sent me. So, all right, so I got him written down, and let's see. Okay, so we've got one more call to make, and then we've got to do, what have we got to do? And then we have to respond to some people. I've also got to get Thursday and Friday scheduled. I might send some texts out tonight. I might wait until tomorrow. I don't like sending messages super late, which is ironic because I've had customers call me at 8, 9 o'clock at night, but it just feels kind of invasive. Like I could hear over the phone, it sounded like some dishes were clanking, and so it's like I feel really bad calling people like during dinner time, Only so much you can do sometimes, I guess. So anyways, I will, we've got one more call to make. Let's listen into the voicemail.
Hey, my name's Andy Eklund. I need to have some gutters cleaned out that are really high up and I can't reach them. They're a second story. And then also discuss maybe some kind of system where I can stop these leaves from constantly clogging it. But anyway, give me a call, 253.
So I've actually done a ton of work for, this is like a pretty cool neighborhood. It reminds me of like someplace in Cali or something. I think there's a total of probably 30 houses on it. And I've probably done close to 10 now on that. So kind of cool. You do stuff for some people, you do a good job, and then you just keep getting more and more. You end up getting the whole neighborhood. So anyways, let me write down his information, and then we can give him a call.
Hi, it's Andy.
Hey, Andy, this is Devin from Muckless Gutters. I missed your call earlier. How How are you?
Oh yeah, thanks for calling back. Great, thanks. No worries. Yeah, I'd love to get you on the calendar to come over and like I said on the voicemail, I've got some second floor gutters, and I don't have a ladder tall enough to get in there. And it's just on one side of the house. I've got my neighbor's trees. They have little leaves, and it just keeps getting filled up. So I'd like to get your opinion on if it's worth trying to do any kind of or foam or anything. But anyway, you can look at that when you get here. Could we get that on the calendar though?
Yeah, for sure. In fact, I could probably swing by tomorrow. Let me ask you a question though. That tree of your neighbor's, what kind of tree is it? What kind of leaves is it dropping?
They're small. They're those small, thin, round leaves. Almost like a willow type leaf. Like they're like about each leaf is about the size of a golf ball to a baseball, and they're round and they're real thin. Like they stick to stuff. They're real sticky.
Yep. So what I will tell you, because in this state, it's just very difficult. Like, quite honestly, I have looked for houses that, like, could use gutter guards. But
it just doesn't work.
The problem with them is the pine needles, though. That's the main issue with it, because that stuff clogs up right on top of it, and they stack, and then it ends up having issues. But the deal with them, and the reason I asked was because if you've got any kind of flat leaf, like maple leaves or anything like that, you may actually have a shot at it. But anyways, that's something we could take a look at and talk about. So I will be running around tomorrow. I could probably get out there sometime around noon. Would any chance that would work?
I'm wondering. So a slight problem. I'm going to be out at work on another property tomorrow, and I really need to go out there. So, man, would any other day of this week work, or what would be the next day that work for you?
I might be able to make maybe sometime over the weekend work, but also what I could do, because if I'm being completely honest with you, I most oftentimes do not need to come and take a look in person just for gutter cleanings. Typically I can get an estimate written up just from satellite pictures. So if you'd like, I can do that, and then
that's fine, man. I mean, I would not even worry about an estimate. I'm gonna hire you either way.
Well, don't tell me that.
No, it's fine, because one, you called me back. Two, you're private. You're not part of these conglomerates that are buying everybody up, which is pissing me off. Because everybody that I used to trust is now behind a paywall of a big company. So,
no, I know. Believe me, I've seen it.
Yeah, and you seem legit. So I can just tell by talking to you. So happy to have you come by and look at it, or just schedule a day to do it. It's not going to be a long one for you, because I only have trees on one side of the house. Mm-hmm. So, but it's second story gutter, so it's just kind of painstaking because you got to creep along. Yep. And I think the leaves are mostly in either end, but I don't know. You'll have to see. So. Okay.
Well, not a problem. And in fact, you said you were on, right?
Correct.
I believe I've actually done more than a couple of your neighbors, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Yep. So let's do this. Let me grab your address, and then I should be able to get a estimate sent out to you a little bit later on tonight, and then we can start talking about a date.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. The address is and it's the northernmost house. So as you come on the island and you turn right, you just keep on going all the way down to the North Spit.
Oh, yep. Awesome.
Okay, and my house is
Yep, just seeing the Google Maps there right now, and super simple. You've really only got one tree. You've probably got some seashells in the gutters, but I mean, probably those gutters are,
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
Well, awesome.
Yeah, but they spill over. I had a drainage problem, an underground drainage problem. I just got that remediated, so I've got the underground's good. Now I just got to get the gutters flowing.
One thing, it's home ownership.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, cool. Well, did you have any other questions for me?
No, just whenever. So literally tomorrow's the only day I'm not going to be here for like the next 10 days. So just whatever works for you. Other than that.
All right, cool. Well, this should be super simple, and I'll be doing running around tomorrow anyways. So, as for scheduling, we'd probably be looking at Thursday or Friday this week, or maybe even the coming week. But
okay.
Alrighty, sir. Well, I will get this written up, and then, real quick, is this number a textable number?
Yep, it's my cell number.
Awesome. All right, I will get that sent out to you a little later on tonight then.
Okay, what's your first name again?
This is Devin.
Okay, Devin. Sounds good, man.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your evening. Appreciate you picking up.
All
All right, bye.
Thanks. Make it, bye.
So that went super smooth. I can't believe, to be honest, that 3 for 3, especially at 6:20 at night, everybody picked up. It's kind of funny to me. Usually I end up leaving them a voicemail. It's because I'm recording, man. I swear. So we've got those estimates done, and then all I've got to do is get those written up, and then I also need to write up and message back a couple of people. So, and I just heard back from another person that I messaged somebody on the 28th of November, so last month, and they just responded to me today at 6:05, so 15 minutes ago. I'm getting blown up here, which is fantastic. Looking really promising for hitting our mark, our 20 grand this month. I'm just definitely going to have to work a 5th day out of the week, I believe. And so I'm going to try my best. Tomorrow, kind of my last day, like going out and doing in-person estimates. And then I'll just work 5 days a week, and that should be able to hit it. And so that might mean I have to work a weekend to hit the 20 grand, but we'll see. I'm kind of raising my prices a little bit because also this time of the year, especially with debris removal, like that first job today, or no, it was the second job. That second job today, that was a shitload of debris. And I should have, if I had seen that in person, I probably would have been at like 350 and I was at 220. So not a big problem. I mean, shit, I had it done in an hour and 15, so I can't really complain too much. But when there's that much debris, it really is a lot more work and it wears you out a lot faster. So I do like to charge more in general, but I'm also trying to hit an actual number here. So things are going really damn smooth. I think I'm just going to go ahead and send these people out because I've got a ton of video already for today, and I don't want to make like a 2-hour long video. I'm going to go ahead and get all of this stuff sent out, and then I will be able to update you in the morning as to... Say hi, buddy. All right, real quick. Look at this dude. All right, so tomorrow morning, I have got 2 for tomorrow. So I've got 2 for tomorrow to go and do, and then I think that we're gonna tackle some Facebook ads, get a new ad written up, fix my Zapier issue. So that'll be for tomorrow, and then yeah, probably get some jobs scheduled, and I will be able to update you in the morning with how everybody responds. Maybe what estimates don't go through, what estimates end up getting approved, and we end up being able to get on the schedule and start getting these jobs scheduled and start making some money. That was today. We've made really good progress today, and we've made good money too. I believe I'll need to send out, because people do tip and stuff too, send out invoices. But I've gotten paid from both people yesterday. I actually got a review from both people yesterday as well. So I use Nice Job. Once I hit finish, I can literally show you. So you can see right here. So I click on my way, it shoots them an automated message. Jobber does the same shit. Start time, I don't really usually do that. Checklist, this is for when I had employees. So now I literally just remove the checklist off every job. But we hit finish job here. And as soon as I hit finish job, it sends them a text saying that, hey, work with Muckless Gutters is finished. It lets them know. So oftentimes if somebody's not answering the door, I click that, then I'll get the answer. And then it will start sending them. I believe it waits like 2 or 3 days. So it won't be today that they'll get the message, but it will be like in 2 or 3 days. It'll ask for a review and a referral. I think I've only ever gotten 1 referral, and I've had a lot of people go through the Nice Job thing. But getting the reviews, I mean, yep, we're at 131 reviews so far. So obviously this took some time, but I will say a major portion of that was from Nice Job. It does a fantastic job. Thanks for watching, and let me know if there's anything in specific that you want to see that maybe I haven't yet, or things you don't want to see. Maybe you don't like the time lapse of the job, whatever it is. Just so I'm learning here too, you know? Yeah, if you're enjoying the series, let me know down in the comments. And if you're gonna follow along, go ahead and hit subscribe just so I know that I'm doing something right. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow.